What's going on today, everybody? We're back in the fish room, and it's been a little while since I've made a video. My last video was the sump video that you guys will be seeing a video or two before this. But I've been in Arizona. I've been all around and about, a lot of stuff. But we're back and we're ready to make some videos, baby. And I got something pretty nice to show you guys. It may or may not be a lot of plants. And I mean, I ordered 2 of everything. You see this? 2 of everything. You see all that? That's a lot. That's a big list. From Aquarium Co-op. Come in these nice bags, high quality plants. But we're going to be scaping our 100-gallon acrylic tank because I don't think I'm going to do stingrays in that tank. If I'm going to do stingrays, it's going to be in the goldfish tank because it's pretty much all sand anyway, and that is pretty much all pea pebble rock, so you're definitely better off doing sand over small rocks. So my thinking is we scape that tank out, and then this weekend we go to Westlake Aquatics and go visit our man Alex and get some rainbow fish in there. We might get some sunset, some orange rainbows, some blue rainbows, some neon rainbows. We'll just see what he's got. And that tank is going to be our rainbow fish tank. 1, because it has amazing flow. Like the rainbow fish love to play in all that current. And 2, we got a whole bunch of plants, and I ordered new lights for these tanks that I'm going to rescape. And guess what? The lights still aren't here. We got every other light, but these lights are still not here. So we're just going to take all these plants, plant the ones that we want to plant in there, and then the ones that we want to rescape these tanks with, we'll just toss them in there. We won't necessarily plant them, but we could plant them. But like the ones that are in their own pots, we'll just toss in there because we'll have 2 nice lights sitting on top of the 100-gallon. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into scaping the 100-gallon rainbow fish tank. All right, so we just put the new light on. This is the new light. That's our old light in the back. And I mean, this thing is lit. Look at this thing. That thing is lit up gorgeous. Nice and bright, full color. So what I'm thinking is we leave the valve in the back because the valve is going to be like a nice backdrop, which will look amazing. So I think we mess with the rockscape. I still like the circles, but I think we need more. Need more rocks. Need more rocks in the middle. Better cave, better, just better. So I'm just going to start chucking some rocks in this thing, and we'll kind of just see what we get. We just chuck them in, baby. All right, we're a little dirty right now. I haven't had any fish or cories or anything to kind of stir some of the settlement up. So we got a little bit of waste in the water. That's fine. It'll clear up here in the next 10 minutes. But as you can see, I kind of moved that one rock out of the way there. There was a rock there in the way. I moved that out. And I don't mind the roundness because I do have plants in there that are finally starting to come back. You can see a little bit of green in there. Like you can see that crypt right there. There's 2 different crypts there, and they're finally starting to come back. The piranhas must have been eating them. Java ferns trying. All our val in the back. As well as more crypts here. Got a small one there, another one there. We had a pink flamingo in there, and you can barely see that green leaf right there. Right there, my finger's all blurry. But that little green leaf, I'm pretty sure, is our pink flamingo that's trying to come back as well. So, there are some plants that are trying to make a comeback here, but we're adding way more plants. And I had some wood that I've been setting in the stock tank, letting it soak up water. And that chunk wood's gonna look perfect in here. So we're gonna start throwing stuff in. I have quite a few rocks. The wood, we're gonna start with the wood, and then we'll kind of go with the rocks, and we're gonna just see what we're feeling. We're just gonna see what we're feeling, you know? Let's find out. Just start chucking it in. All right. We just pulled out this monster hunk here. Look at the character on this cat. Covered in snails. We could always add more snails to a tank, you guys know. But I'm thinking this side because it's got way more character. I'm gonna put this cat right in the middle here. And figure out how we like it. Then we'll kind of throw some rocks around the bottom. Just kind of anchor it down a little bit. See? I bumped it, she fell over. Because we want her about there. There we go. Locked in, baby. Grab another nice looking piece. There's only one more in here. Nice big old hunk. Look at all the snails on this guy. See that thing? He's covered. So I'm thinking, I kind of like this side. We're gonna put him kind of going the same way. Look at the color of that. I don't mind that at all. I kind of want it, maybe we can get it to sit up on a rock to get a little more height. I'm actually liking that. But I think, no, I don't mind that actually. Woo! Honestly, much better. Because then we'll be able to put plants on the wood, which will look good. There's plenty of crevices I can put plants in the wood. Most of the wood's probably going to get covered up realistically. But yeah, we got some more substantial rocks that I think we're going to put in our corners. And yeah, they're going to be like little islands. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Just kind of be like lone rocks. Lone islands. Actually pretty darn good. And we have a lot of tall stem plants in the back. I'm liking that a lot. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add sand on the top of here, but I don't wanna do it yet because it's gonna make it, I don't wanna do it yet because it's gonna make it so dirty for you guys. So I'm gonna hold off on that. I'll do that after the fact, and then I'll show you guys like the updated tank. But we're just gonna get everything planted. I think we have the structure right. I don't have anything like really tall wood that like comes way up in here, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem because this is going to be a heavily planted tank. So no need to worry about getting height because our plants are gonna be tall. So I think we have that done. I think it's about time for plants. All right, we got some good looking moneywort about to go in. Got quite a few sprigs that we can plant, like break off, but we're just gonna keep it in 2 bunches because I got 2 of everything. So these are gonna get tall. So we're gonna put these in our back. Probably one in the corner and one probably somewhere in the middle-ish. Back with our valve. Nice and deep. Make sure to cover all the roots. Same thing with this guy. Beautiful. All right, we have some Monte Carlo here. Pro tip with Monte Carlo, because the roots are so small, I rip off the bottom half of the fiber and I'll plant this whole fiber down in there, and the Monte Carlo will grow up out of the gravel, and then it'll spread like that. But I feel like if you try and grab this off, it's just gonna float all over the place. So I try and keep it in the fiber and then plant the whole fiber, because it's not gonna hurt. The fiber's not gonna hurt anything. So we're just gonna plant this whole thing down in there, and then I mean cover almost the entire thing up. Now it's not covered up right now, but you guys gotta remember, I'm adding sand on top of all this. So it's pretty much gonna get all covered up, but it'll perfectly spread out and be all over. It's gonna be a carpeting plant in here. I'm gonna try and get it throughout the whole front here, but we'll see what happens. All right, we got some, what is this called? Hygrophila? Hygrophila. I don't even know what, this is just looks like a ball with water in it. Ew. It smells. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. It's just like a ball of nothingness. I know this gets planted in the roots. Like in the roots. I know it gets planted in the substrate. But like this thing is a mess, kind of, huh? I believe this is the roots I'm messing with here. Hey, man, I got no idea. Oh, it looks like there's two different plants here. That's a plant. I don't know, man. I don't know about this stuff. Let's get this stuff out of my way. I don't know about this, man. This looks sus. I know this stuff gets planted. Okay, we're gonna plant this kind of in the front so we can just pay attention to it. Realistically, I have no idea what it's gonna do. I'm just as intrigued as you guys probably are. Like, I don't even know. Like, it might start coloring up after I get it planted, but even then, I still don't know. But we kind of need to put them in front so we can see if there's any progress or not. Alright, I planted them down in there. Just see what happens. Not a whole lot of hope for them, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright. Now we got some nice bucephalandra. Some nice boosts. Now this stuff doesn't get planted. And I've actually never had this stuff, which is pretty cool. But there's quite a few sprigs. So I think I'm going to try splitting a couple of them off. Well, just that one, because this is too tight. And I'm thinking we can shove these guys right into the wood. So this piece of wood has so many grooves in it, we can just stuff them in them grooves. And they'll grow beautifully in there. Stuff them in them grooves so they can't fall out on us. Look at that. It's like it was meant to be, baby. It was meant to be there. Now, we have this stuff that I don't think gets planted either. I don't even want to try and pronounce that. What does that guy, what does that say at the top, guys? What is even that? Sicchismatoglostis. Sichtamastoglottis. Something like that, man. It looks about like Boos. Has a lot better roots. Man, it might get planted. I don't know. The roots are crazy on this thing. Now I'm second guessing. I don't know. We're gonna try and plant it like Boost, and then just see what happens. But we're gonna put it on this side, because this also got some crevices we could shove into here. Ay! Light's kind of hot. Oh, some little babies falling off here. Put them in a different tank. Shove you right on down in here. Money. Cash money. Now we got more boost, and we got more of that one thing, and we got more hydrophila. But we're putting that in another tank, so we're not even going to toss it in here. Actually, yeah, we're not going to toss it in here. I could toss it in the Phantom Redtail tank, just for keeps, you know? Actually, let's just toss them in here. Well, let's just toss them in here. Might as well, full send. And then if we need to, we'll just toss them in here in bunches. And then if we need to, we'll just come pull them out. This thing looks, dude, it's the hydrophila. Hydrophila, dude, it looks just dead. It looks like that one plant you get. It's like a desert plant or something, and it looks all dead and dried up when you get it. And then it like turns into like a plant. That's what it looks like, man. I know this stuff gets planted, but like, look at this stuff, man. Like, how you even supposed to... One end goes down. You know? It just looks like a ball of nothingness. Well, here's another baby. We'll put those in different tanks, but I'm trying to shake it out so I can see the roots, like what I'm dealing with, like which end's down. We're putting this end down because, dude, I don't even know. Hopefully, it'll kind of just fix itself, you know? But man, I do not know. I can't even tell. They're so small. And then these other ones, we'll just toss in a different tank. Our boosts and our the weird named one. We'll toss those in a different tank. But as of right now, this is kind of what we're looking like. We're going to be adding more plants, but I want to add the sand first. And I'm probably going to add the sand later tonight. And then once it clears up tomorrow, we'll finish this bad boy up. But as of right now, I didn't have a lot to work with, and it's looking pretty good in here. Let me tell you, much more plants coming. But like these plants just kind of need to settle into their home and kind of like sprout up because they weren't super like clean. But we have to put plants in that tank. Our angelfish tank, which is doing amazing. Look at our copper axolotl. What up, buddy? Look at him. When I first got him, he was getting all nipped, and he's finally starting to grow his legs back. He must have had him in a tank with like a whole bunch of axolotls, and they do tend to nip each other. So, yeah. But we got to put plants up in there. We got to scape this tank, this tank, this tank. All sorts of tanks need scaped. So, stay tuned for all those videos because they're going to be lit. But as of right now, this bad boy has cleaned up pretty nice. The only thing we need to do is add some sand in the front. Not too worried about sand in the back, but of course I'm going to add sand in the back. You guys already know. So yeah, I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow once I throw sand in here and it clears up and I get some of these plants unpacked. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, we're back. It's the next day. As you can see, I threw some sand in here. And we have a little bit of cleaning up to do with the sand that I put in there. Because we kind of have it all over the wood. We kind of have it all over the plants. These plants in the corner here are just going to hang out here until I feel like planting them in those tanks over there. So this is kind of just going to be like a holding tank. And I need to get all this stuff cleaned up here real quick. So and try cleaning some of this up. Then I think we got a nice planted tank for these rainbows we about to get. But yeah, for the most part, that's our 100-gallon scaping for our rainbow fish. So yeah, if you liked the video, like and subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.